Um, it's going to introduce you guys how this thing works. Ruby Fire Designs Pull Plotter. You can see how many credits you have right up here. It adds credits every time I load a page for mine for testing purposes. So I've got 2,601 credits. When you log in, you're not going to see any of this stuff. You're going to see the poll plotter, and you'll see the dashboard. You can ignore all of these up here. None of that matters. If you even see all of that, I'm not sure. But let's create a project. Let's just jump right in. So we log in. We click here because if you log in, you might be looking at your profile page here where you can do whatever this stuff. Doesn't really matter. None of this stuff matters. You might like a different color. Anyhow, you click RFD Poll Plotter. In the menu over here, little file cabinet comes up, and first tab you're going to see is create a new map. So let's do that. Okay, and if you don't have any credits in your account, then you go to add credits, you click on one of these buttons, and it'll take you through the process. Well, real quick, might as well just quick. It's going to ask you to log in, and once you log in, you can make the purchase. And once you make the purchase, give it about 2 minutes, and the credits will be added to your account. Alright, but to create a new map, so we are on the Create a New Map tab, add new plot project and display poll marker locations. So, project name, dashes, numbers, letters only. Capitals are okay. But, yeah, letters, numbers, dashes only. If you try to say this is a space project name, whoops, right? Now that's a problem. It doesn't like all those spaces. Please match the requested format. So if you use any of these characters, same thing. So letters, numbers only. Dashes. Letters, numbers, dashes only. So, okay. Test project. Okay. So test project, and here we go. Okay. So if I click this here, you can't see the extension on this, but this is wrong. I don't know why it says this one says Microsoft Excel because it's actually a CSV. So if I select this, it's going to say, hey, there's a problem because it looks at the file extension. The file extension must be CSV, and it must be CSV format. If you try to trick it, it's just gonna fail. So open, and once we have the correct project name, we have a file chosen. It's going to tell you the file you chose right here, and we click Add Selected Polls. So once we click Add Selected Polls, now this has been added to our map, and if you come here, you should be able to see it there. All right, but it's already loaded up in our map here. It automatically does that after you add the project. And we click to go full screen, and once we click to go full screen, it flies us to our project. You can use your zoom in and out, but as you can see, it zooms way in or zooms way out. So it's much more controlled to use that button. I'm going to need feedback from you all on dot size as you guys are using this. I want to make sure that if it needs any massaging over time, that it gets its massage and works perfectly for what you guys need it to do. Which brings me up this base map. I have this base map. Ken sent me a dark canvas one. I can change that. I haven't heard back from him if I need to or not, so that's the only reason I have it. Okay, to load a map, real easy. Click. It's the same exact project. I just needed to give it a different project name. You're never going to be able to have the same name for a project, but you can update a project, as in not replace the polls that are there, but you can add polls to it. If you type in the project name as it is over here in the load project, you click update project, and whatever you file coordinates you feed it at that point in time, it is going to append to that file. All right. And I say append because if you ever wanted this to draft the pole line, that's real easy too. It could draft the pole line in there for you and give you some kind of visual there. So, and if it was appended, then that's how it would have to draft. But anyhow, that's pretty much it, man. Pretty simple. Went over really quickly how to add a map to the system. There is no way to delete anything from the system right now, but all of your projects will be stored in here, and you can have access to them. Oh, major important thing. This is why we're on take 3, because you have all of these polls, and if you give it a click, see, I've got it. It tells you what project it's part of, so I don't show you where the project names you're currently viewing anywhere else on the screen. So just click on a poll, it'll tell you what project it's a part of, and you can see where it says lat long. Then if you click on that, it's going to take us off to a Google map right there to that GPS location. Because I remember Ken telling me that you guys had something to do with that as well. Maybe this is replacing it, but if not, there's an easy way to pop right off into a new screen like this, and click on your satellite, and you can see where the lat long is in comparison to where the actual pole is. All right, okay. Anyhow, the ID, pole ID. This right here, every pole that you upload in here or coordinate is going to get a unique ID. That you could refer to it if there's ever any really weird problem, like say you click on the Google map link and it takes you to really close to the pole, but for some reason this dot showed way over in BFE. That I've had those type of things happen in AutoCAD. I haven't had enough experience with these maps and these libraries I'm using to do this kind of work with to see if that's going to happen yet. So just throwing that out there. If you see that happen, report it to me immediately and I will fix it.